Hello, beer buds, and welcome to the 3BeerPod. It is Chris and Tim, season 5, episode number 9. Hey, Timmy, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Cloudy? How you doing tonight, dude?
Oh, buzzing, just buzzing.
Just having a great time already. We haven't even started yet.
Yeah, we're trying to buy Lotto Max tickets. Well, if you're watching live, the draw's tonight, 70 million, and I think there's 58 million Max Million. So we win $1 million. I don't buy lottery tickets. So you and I are both trying to buy lottery tickets online, which is a fiasco.
Scrambling.
Oh.
I am not fit to buy lottery tickets according to the OLG right now.
If you're listening to this when we upload it to your ear holes on Wednesday, this is the last pod you'll ever hear. If you see our names in the news, we'll never come back. You know what we'll do? If we win the 70 mil, this will become our life's work. Okay, we'll quit our real jobs. We'll become full-time influencer podcasters, and we'll have like professional studio. And we'll have people working for us. That'll be the goal.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have a live studio audience too.
When we can make that happen. When we can make that happen.
That's my dream. Live studio audience.
Lotto Max. If we win it,
we're done.
That's happening. That's out. It'll probably only last 2 more episodes because we would just be out on wave runners living the life. But
wave runners. First step, buy a wave runner.
That's what we're going to be doing. Hey, big thanks to Nathan Parrott, who was our guest last week. Tough guy. It's funny because my dad weighed in and my mom both weighed in separately. And my mom's like, he's a tough guy. He could beat you up.
Yes, 100%.
There has not been a guest that couldn't. Really. Babazumi, kick the shit out of me.
Oh, 100% kick your ass.
100%. 100%. Bridget Carlton, kick the shit out of me. Name a guest. Chris Hadfield. Ron McLean. Yep. Not a problem. Any
Todd
guest.
Warner.
It's been done.
Todd Warner's already kicked your ass. I like it.
Season 5, episode 8. If you missed it, you can go back. If you're watching live, it's down on the Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. And if you're listening, you can track it down, download it, have a listen to it. He's a good guy. Loosened up a little bit after he had a couple of those lady beers, but he was good to go and was having a lot of fun.
Just for the record, I did not say anything like that.
In case
he can drink any beer he wants.
In case Nathan's watching now, then we'll have to make sure we get that. Tim, thanks to our sponsors who are back again.
That's fantastic. The support we're getting from Chris McLeod over at Realty House. If you're looking to buy or sell, nice little property on the north side of Chatham for sale right now. Go check it out. Price to sell. Check it out. If you buy it this week, 1 case of beer.
Yes.
No problem.
Full case of beer. Yep.
One full, not low flows. Full case of beer. Also, to Shauna over at the health house, again, keeping us healthy here. Summer months are coming. Time to get buff. Time to go tarps off. If you're looking to tighten her up a little bit, like Chris and I are, contact Shauna over at the health house at thehealthhouseck.com.
We're going to need to call Shauna before we get on the wave runners, Tim.
Yeah, 100%. Well, there's no way we're jumping on our wave runners before we do some push-ups.
Yes. Yeah.
Burpees? I was going to call them crunchies. I don't think they're called.
You might need to call Shauna.
You do some crunchies. And, of course, our friends over at the Pakistan Super League. Can I just give an update on the Pakistan Super League?
Of course you can. That's what we're here for.
Probably going to claim it now already. Live. They've claimed it. The Islamabad United are on top of the leaderboard right now. A little bit of a tough go so far for Lahore and Karachi Kings, our 2 favorites. But Islamabad is at the top here. They're 6-2. Things have resumed in the Pakistan Super League with some matches tomorrow with the Multan Sultans versus the Guetta Gladiators. So tomorrow noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure. Check it out.
When you want to know, Pakistan Super League. This is the place to be. Oh, buddy, I'm thirsty. Drinking water here tonight. Oh, buddy, we're gonna free ball it tonight here on the pod. Okay, we don't have a guest. Freestyle, free ball. We are going to wing it here tonight. we have a lot of stuff. Like we actually prepare for shows, and we just have a lot of stuff that gathers up in the background. We're like, let's just have a show where we can go over stuff and we can clear out what we've got in the background. And then we'll get to some more guests before we wrap up season 5. But we got to start, Tim. What you drinking, bud? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, okay. So went to the local Sobeys here and picked up some freshies. I needed some freshies in the fridge here. So I got one from Flying Monkeys here called Tiny Little Blizzards IPA. Haven't seen this one yet, so I'm gonna give that a buzz here shortly. Yep. Then this one from Muskoka, the Blueberry Treasure. It's got some Kawartha. It's inspired by the Kawartha Creamery Brew. Yeah, Creamery ice cream. That's what's going on in there. This sounded delicious. I was in, and then then I was confused. Then I was confused about the third one. I am wearing my 8-track XPA shirt from Sons of Kent, one of my favorite beers of all time. And then I came across this one. It's 8-track IPA.
Come again.
Yeah, from Radical Road. And I was like, what the hell? What's going on here? So I'm going to try this one. It's going to be a tough one to live up to, the 8-track XPA from Sons of Kent, but I'm going to give her a whirl. I'm going to try and go with a non-biased opinion on this one. I'm going to let you know for real. If you name your beer 8-track, it better be good. So I'm starting with that one right now, buddy. But I'm drinking in the Sons of Kent glass.
There you go. My favorite is when you're showing us beers and you show us the top like this. Like, hey, this is where the beer's going to come out here, and it's going to go in my mouth. That's how we're going to do it.
That's where we start here. Just for those newbies that might not be into the beer scene as much. If they're just like, hey, I want to try drinking beer.
Not sure how this works. I don't have any freshies, Tim. You know why? Because this weekend I was out at 2 breweries and was drinking it straight from the tap. Like literally, put my head underneath the tap, was going straight to town.
That was frowned upon.
I thought it was part of step 1. I thought that was. I didn't read all the rules.
Head under tap.
So I'm going through the fridge and I'm trying to make some room so I can get some freshies in. So I'm going to start with one of our friends from Anderson, an IPA from Anderson in London, who we had on a couple weeks ago. Already into this one. I'm digging the Radlers right now. The Waterloo pineapple Radler. I don't know if you can see that very well. It comes out of here. I've already opened it right there. You can see, and I've drank that. And Tim, this is going to go up. Okay, I'm going to put this up for running, and anybody can throw out a nominee. We'll see if we're in agreement on this one. This might be my favorite beer to crush. Very crushable on the golf course.
Okay, all right.
It's our friends over at Sons of Kent. The Berry White. I just love a Berry White while playing some golf.
So just to verify, you have crushed some of these already on the golf course.
Yes, on the weekend I did. I had a couple Berry Whites on the golf course. So they serve them right around here. So didn't help my game at all. I should mention that, but it is very crushable. So I'm putting that up as a nominee for best golf course beer. Debate if you want. We'll have an unofficial poll on that one. Timmer, we got some beer buzz tonight. I got a couple things, and I know you had mentioned a couple things. I wanted to start. Oh, did you see friends over at Great Lakes have this just in time for Father's Day over my Dad Body Pilsner? I saw this today, and I was like, oh, you know what? I need some Great Lakes, but I haven't had any recently since we had them on.
Right. That's a solid beer. That's a staple this time of year for them.
Yep.
Solid beer. I want to get up to Great Lakes and just kind of load up the cart because again, they're a local delivery only kind of brewery, and that's cool because they've got the amount of people to do it, but kind of feel left out here. Although there has been a good selection at the LCBO, I would love to get up there and just get a couple cases because solid stuff from Great Lakes.
It's road trip season, Timmer, so we should try to get up that way, right? We should do that. Wanted to mention, what else did I have here? Oh, I think Natterjack had hopefully you got in on the Natterjack Father's Day giveaway. It is it's already taken the orders. I was going to mention that, but it's past deadline.
Man.
So go to our friends at Natterjack. Hopefully, you get in on that over in Eagle. That's where you can find Natterjack Brewing. They were a guest in episode 3, season 1, episode 3. You can go back and see the Seuss family from Natterjack. They got some cool things going on for Father's Day. Oh, this is what I wanted to mention, Tim. There's a brewery in Finland that is going viral because they're using a different product to flavor their beer. Ant Brew, it's what it's called, A-N-T, Ant Brew, says the secret ingredient in their newest Imperial Stout is goose droppings, harvested from a local park.
Come on, man.
That's what it is.
So, locally sourced goose shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
The poop is used in a food-safe way in order to smoke malt to create a unique stout beer. This series of beers is our way to create important discussions about utilization of waste, urban farming, and local and wild food among beer enthusiasts.
So they're lighting poop on fire and saying, saying it's environmentally friendly, and buy our shit beer.
We've had some shit beers.
True.
We've had some shit beers. You know what? I wouldn't put this at the bottom of the beer list, like for the grand scale.
Really?
Like, we have our favorites. You have your list. I have my list.
Yep.
But at the bottom, still would probably not be the Ant Brew beer, goose shit beer.
True. I'd try it first.
Yeah,
I'd try it first. Yeah. I just think it might be a bit of a stretch on that one. I'm not sure if that actually starts the conversation that they're looking for. What was the conversation they're trying to have?
About utilization of waste, urban farming, and local and wild food among beer enthusiasts.
Utilization of waste. So we're looking to burn more poop in the beer making process.
Yeah. Food safe goose shit. Yeah. You see somebody sitting at that brewery in Finland, sitting there at the bar, and they go, "This beer is shit," and they're like, "It is."
Just so happens. Let's have a conversation about this. It was made in a responsible way of urban farming. We ran out of shit to burn, so we went to the park and grabbed some.
Funny you should bring this up. You know those geese? We've got an idea.
Man alive.
I want to tell you about a couple who, this is going back to Memorial Day weekend down in the States in Arizona. A brush fire broke out. They were having a little gathering for Memorial Day, and 2 teenagers took matters into their own hands. They doused the fire with, this is the beer pod, so I bet you can guess beer is what they used. Yeah. What beer was it here? 19-year-old Gabrielle and 18-year-old Evelyn saw the fire, and they tried calling the fire department and even drove to the sheriff's station looking for help, but no one was there. So they jumped into action. It happened around 4:30 in the morning on Memorial Day, and they noticed some smoke. It sounds like these kids are 100% guilty, like they were up to no good. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, what we did."
They lit it on fire.
Yes.
Got out of hand.
How did they do this? So we just used what we had, which is our hands and our feet. We started kicking dirt. After more than an hour, they say they brought the fire to a smolder. This is just hands and dirt, but with no water, they worried about the embers would reignite. Thankfully, a man on his way out to the lake with his boat stopped to help, and he had a 30-pack of brews with him. So he proceeded to pour the beer all over the smoldering ground, dousing the hot spots. Started putting it on the fire, started dumping it in cactuses and bushes under the trees because it spread quite a bit. The pair isn't even old enough to drink yet, and they were thankful, but they were thankful to have it on hand.
Wait, so how big was this brush fire that they just were able to keep it at bay by kicking dirt at it?
I love how they're like, we're not even old enough to drink yet. We're just happy there was beer here that we keep in case of fires.
Well, some of it in the States might be just in case of fire, use Milwaukee's best ice.
Made with real goose shit.
Well, didn't we have a story before where they put out a house fire with the Bud Light? Yeah, that guy was full of shit too.
The guy was out by his barn. He was like, "Honey, I put fire on 30-pack."
Yeah, Well, I'm glad they're finding good use for that beer. I shouldn't say. There's always
That's
you can always drink some beers, crush some Bud
again.
Lights, go for it. Whatever. I'm not against it.
I
I'd rather
wouldn't
put out a
it
brush
the
fire
bottom.
with it. No.
Okay, hold on. You're in the backyard. Brush fire breaks out. You've got
Okay.
goose shit beer, and you've got Milwaukee's Best. What?
Oh, I'm going goose shit beer goes on the fire. For
Really?
sure. Yeah, Milwaukee's Best. Not bad. Got some good university memories of Milwaukee's Best ice. Used to get it in a 30 pack. My Aunt Mildred would bring it over from the States for me.
Nice.
I think my dad would just give it to me because he wasn't going to touch it. So I brought it back to university. Me and Tommy Page would get into a 30 pack of Milwaukee's Best ice. Some good memories there. I'm not drinking the goose shit beer goes on the fire. I'm drinking the Milwaukee's Best.
I could see the brush fire, pandemonium, and you're dumping goose shit beer going, do you know what you could do with food waste?
You guys know how environmentally friendly this is right here?
This will help with food waste. Another use.
Yeah. My neighbor Doug's going to help me out if something breaks out in the back. That's good.
There you go. Hey, Tim, we just talked. You and I got out to 2 patios on the weekend. That was, you know what? I didn't think I would be as excited as I was to get out, and we ran into somebody. That was weird to run into somebody, have a conversation that hadn't been planned on Friday night, and then we went out again on Sunday.
Yeah, we definitely made use of our local patios. It was so good to get out and try stuff. I paced myself. Still working my way through the vertigo right now. I went one beer, one water in between, but man, was it good. It was hot. Friday night it was hot out. We checked out the Sons of Kent patio, and that was solid. Probably had one more than we had planned, but it was good. We kept it at bay though. We paced ourselves. We didn't go crazy, did we?
We're doing our part. Ontario is in step one, and you could be watching this. You're watching anywhere in the world right now, but in Ontario, the restrictions were just lifted on Friday to get out to a patio once again. So the money that has been lost for the bar business and the breweries in that as well is staggering. And businesses across the province is staggering, but the bar business especially has been really hit really hard. So this woman here figured out a bit of a stat. She says here, she tweeted this: apparently, if every adult in Ontario has 119 drinks in the patio this summer, restaurants can make up for their lost revenue. Now, we're going to take her word on the math here. Teamwork makes the dream work. So giddy the blank up, folks. And I don't know why I censored myself there, but
119. So we've got 111 left to go.
So hold on, I got to do some math here.
That's not bad. Uh-oh.
So 119. So what do we got? 10 weeks this summer, let's say?
Sure.
I don't know why I need to calculate. That's 19 beers a week, right? Right?
Nope.
That's 19 beers for 10 weeks.
That'd be 190.
190. Well, I'm an overachiever. So let me do the math here.
I would say
11.9. 11.9. 12 beers a week. 12 beers a week.
Yeah. So it's 4. What's it for 4 visit? That's 29 visits. That's easy.
Over 10 weeks, 3 a week, 3 visits a week. Sometimes you're going to have to double up.
Easy. Yeah. Well, sometimes once you're over the vertigo, you might have 7. But right now I'm capping it at 4, and that might seem high if you're my doctor watching. But don't worry. Staying hydrated in between there. We're trying to do our part. We had 8 so far. We're good. We made it up to Red Barn's patio on Sunday as well. Great spot. Lots of shade there. Lots of breeze. Just kicking back. Got to try some new stuff from Red Barn. Some more new stuff coming out there. We tried to tell Denny not to tell us what was going on because we wanted a surprise, but Denny doesn't like to surprise us, I guess.
He's not a good surprise guy. He's about as good a surprise guy as I'm a math guy. So we're teaming up on that one.
If you're looking to buy or sell,
I can figure out my commission though. Not a problem.
And talk to your banker as well.
Terry's done the 2 bottles of wine in 2 days. Hey,
whoa,
doing your part.
I appreciate that.
We're gonna have to have like a rally for everyone who's supporting local breweries and bars in general. So keep going, Tim. Let's talk a little baseball. I love ball. I love the fact that the season is here and we're buzzing with baseball. And this story right here, you sent it to me, but I'd also found it. Do you want to give the background on this story that we both kind of dug up here today?
Yeah, so this was at the Cubs game on the weekend. They started the classic beer snake, which is basically everyone in the bleachers started to pile up their beer cups. Now, I had some reservations about this technique right now, but they look like they're having a hell of a time. I'm not sure if I'm into beer snakes just quite yet, but I guess they can't go to a baseball game either, though. So they stack up their beer, and it ended up being about 100-foot long beer snake that made its way through the Cubs bleachers.
Do we have a video of it? I got a video of it. Watch this.
Underneath that cup snake. Some serious dedication because it's being handled and they're being stacked. You see this stream of beer coming out, spilling all over the people underneath it. So, I mean, I think some fans have contributed actually a full or a half beer. So not just empty cups in there.
That's
now, of course. I mean, are people?
I love it.
To be out
I think it's great. I'm just not sure if I'm at beer snake level in the Ontario reopening. I don't think I'm at beer snake level yet. They're having a great time. I'm sure they're all double vaxxed and.
Has anyone asked Dougie Fresh Ford yet? Because he probably snuck that in there somewhere.
That beer snakes are permitted?
Yeah, somewhere he's like, I do it at the cottage all the time. Beer snakes.
So someone did the math on this one too.
Oh boy, not me.
Kristen Cloud did not crunch it. 100-foot long beer snake, 2 inches per cup. The math on that was 2,400 beers in there at $12 a pop, $28,500 worth of beer to get a beer snake at a Cubs game going. If I could get a beer snake, maybe like if the Tigers made the playoffs, which is obviously not going to happen this year, then I'd be in beer snake, whatever, no problem. Like beer snake the hell out of whatever. But maybe next summer I'd be into beer snakes again. Where are you at on the beer snake reopening?
Dougie Fresh invites us up to the cottage because he's going to do it to every Ontario resident. That's going to be his step 4.
Okay.
I will beer snake with Dougie Fresh. Like Dougie Fresh, local MPPs will just be.
Step 4 is come to my cottage.
Come to my cottage. Yeah, and then he just puts his address out there, and we all get to go. We're all beer snaking across wherever he's got his Muskoka place. We paid for it, right?
Can I just give an update here?
Let's hear.
I did have the 8-track. It's not bad. Little on the multi side for me. It's not as good as. It's not even close, really, as the 8-track XP. It's not a bad beer. I'm not going to tell you it's a bad beer, but it's not even close to the Sons of Kent 8-track. So be careful the next time you go grab an 8-track off the shelf at your local grocery store. Make sure you check and see which 8-track you're actually grabbing. It's a decent beer, but it's no Sons of Kent 8-track. And I might be a little biased because I'm wearing the shirt right now, but that's a true story.
No bias whatsoever.
No bias here. It's not bad. It's not a whiz bang, that's for sure. I'm gonna try this blueberry. One though while we're at it.
All right, let's move on. Another baseball. So I got a couple little baseball stories, Timmer. So this guy is going viral right now. His name is Stephen Schock. At Big Donkey 47 is his Twitter handle. He plays for Virginia, and he's gone viral after a regional series win and an interview with ESPN. Have you seen this yet?
I have seen this guy. Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
This is the dude, man. I hope he gets drafted by my team here. This is Stephen Schock.
Let's go back to that last inning, 9th inning. What are the emotions like entering that inning?
Well, emotions are go in, win. I heard a fan offer free Dippin' Dots if I blew it, which the price of Dippin' Dots with inflation is just unreal. So for a brief moment, I was like, damn, Dippin' Dots sound good. But also, I thought in the back of my head, we win today, we win tomorrow, or tonight. We're going to be here another day. That's more per diem. So that means I can buy my own Dippin' Dots and be a winner.
More per diem.
So it's like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to attack.
That guy is amazing.
I love that guy, man.
How old is that guy? He looks like he's 40 years old playing on the Virginia team.
Wow. Is there an age limit for college? I don't know.
I don't. Maybe not. Maybe you got some eligibility left.
He's an adult student. I do. Yeah. A Big Donkey 47 on Twitter. You can follow him. He's
That's
a funny
great
dude.
handle. That's a fantastic handle right there.
Yeah.
Good call.
Tim, Father's Day is coming up this weekend. Dads like beer, and we're just talking about baseball. So I just wanted to show, because I got thinking about it. I'm like, how does beer, and baseball, and dads all work together? And I had a couple guys come to mind that made me just think they're baseball players, but they look like everyone's dad. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so this is former Seattle Mariner. This is Ken Phelps. Does he not look like everyone's dad from like when you were a kid?
He looks like he coached me at some point in time in like 1989. I think Ken Phelps was actually my third base coach out in Darrell.
I think so. Ken Phelps was like, just make contact, choke up on the bat, Timmy. That was him, right?
That's not an actual player, is it?
Yeah, it's Ken Phelps. I think he played for the Yankees too. Now, this guy here, this guy's probably a little more recognizable. But again, another beer-loving baseball guy that looks like everybody's dad, and it is former Blue Jay Rance Mullinax. They could actually be the same guy.
Yeah, back that up for a second.
So Phelps, there's Mullinax, there's Phelps.
They're definitely cousins.
Separated at birth. Yeah.
I love the early 90s glasses style. Like, that's some serious protection, serious, like, full coverage.
Yeah. See that, like, what would you say, early 90s? So yeah, there's a Donruss 97 card, 87 card. 87, so there's Phelps. Yeah, there's Phelps. See, he's rocking that 80s into the 90s. Those glasses, along with Rancy Mullinax here. Those glasses then were the thing, and everybody's dad had them. And then when you were looking for anybody that abducted children, those are the glasses you looked for in the late 90s. They went from like style to be like,
right.
Come here, kids.
Yeah, they're also providing advanced safety too. Like that, he's going straight from cutting the grass to DH and playing first base for the Mariners, keeping it safe.
Beer-loving baseball guys that looked like your dad. All right, Father's Day, Tim. We had some famous dads here besides the Rance and Ken Phelps looks there. We wanted to do some famous dads. How did we want to do this? We probably should have talked about this, but we didn't. So.
I was just thinking of maybe inspirational dads for me when I was growing up. Most of mine were just from watching TV. I'm just watching TV, seeing some dads relating to some of what was going on with some of these dads, and then just going, hey, solid dad. My dad's Ron Reagan, solid dad. These are solid, famous dads from TV. Those are what I picked. I have no idea what you got.
No, let's go over yours. You picked three. I only got one. But let's start with yours. So you just tell us about these famous dads Father's Day in the pod here.
Yeah. So this is obviously, if you weren't watching 80s reruns of Good Times, this is James Evans. This is JJ Walker's dad. And I admire his man. He loved his kids, but he would also whoop the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And that as a child for me was like, no problem. My dad said something, I'd just be like, yep, no problem. I got this. I saw what happened to JJ and Michael on the Good Times, so I would just listen. Like, I learned a lot just from paying attention to what James Evans was saying on Good Times. So that's why I included him in my list of dads that are memorable for me. Okay, 100%.
This guy then. Let's go over this one.
If you don't love Red Fox and Fred Sanford on Sanford and Son, man, like, again, loved his kid, was a bit of a ham, and he just played it up. I think maybe I take some of this as being a dad myself. If I was a little bit like Fred Sanford, I would be a happy camper. And if I don't die of a heart attack, everything will be good. Everything will be good. Everything will be good too.
We're working towards that. All right, here's your third one, Tim.
Well, obviously, Frank Costanza was on my list for dads that are memorable to me. Obviously, he created his own holiday in Festivus, which is intense and really had some good life lessons for George growing up on Seinfeld. So, again, trying to put some of those things in. Love of holidays is one thing that I share with my daughter, 100% inspired by Frank Costanza.
And he's a real life dad to Ben Stiller too, right? That's Jerry
Yeah.
Stiller. Yeah.
Yeah, he died last year. God rest his soul. Sorry.
Wait, were you gonna tell us you didn't like the guy now? It's usually what you do when somebody passes away. You're like, didn't really like him in real life though.
I just didn't like Eddie Van Halen. Did he have kids? God rest his soul.
Yes, of course Eddie had a kid. Wolfgang, right?
Oh yeah, Wolfgang.
Yes, come on.
100%,
All right. So dads are awesome. Dads who aren't really your dad, who still be your dad, those are awesome people too. So I got a great dad. I got a great stepdad. This guy, technically not a dad, provides dad services. This is
yes,
Uncle Jesse. Now, what? Did we ever find out, was Uncle Jesse ever in a relationship? Going back to the Dukes of Hazzard, of course. But he would be like, you boys going to get yourself in trouble. But he was always there for him.
Kind of like an adopted dad, right? He just kind of took care of the two cousins. Mm-hmm. Solid dad choice. Who was he Daisy's dad?
Was he Daisy's dad? I don't know.
Somebody better try. How was Daisy related?
Are we sure Daisy was related? Cousin
they're
Daisy,
all cousins.
Right? Yeah, there's something would have happened if she wasn't.
Something might have happened if she was.
So, we're not sure of the bloodlines here. We're not sure of the bloodlines, but this guy had dad advice for the boys, and I just loved where he was like, "You boys are on your own. You're on your own. You're going to get involved." And then when shit would go down, Uncle Jesse was there. Show up in that beat up old white pickup truck, and he'd bail him out. That's a good dude.
Can we get to the bottom if that was Daisy's dad, though?
We need a deep dive on that. What do I Google for that?
Daisy's dad?
How's Uncle Jesse related?
Related to Daisy. It's just turned into things we can Google now.
Yeah, okay. That's
Daisy Duke, fictional player. She's cousin Bo and Luke. Doesn't say how she's related to Uncle Jesse.
Nobody knows the bloodline. There's some hurt there in that family, obviously. Remember when Coy and Vance showed up and Uncle Jesse just took those guys in. He's like, I don't care.
How many cousins were there?
Well, you didn't even see the other ones.
What the hell? This is perplexing to me. No one's chimed in the comments either.
Here we go. Jesse is the uncle to Bo, Luke, Daisy, Coy, Vance, and Jeb. I remember Jeb.
Who the hell is Jeb?
Yeah, Jesse just, had a shit house. Never used the driveway. I always thought that was cool that they just I'm like, we don't have to use the driveway. I just want to park on the lawn, but no.
I don't know. Oh, Jeb Duke was a motocross champion. And he was older than Bo and Luke Duke. And this has been Dukes of Hazzard Talk with Chris and Tim.
Please join our other podcast, Duke's Chat.
Dude.
Duke's Chat. All right, Tim. I got one more little game for us here. We're buzzing along, emptying out the background here, what we got in our little storage pile. We're going to play a game called Fill in the Blank. Fill in the blank. This is a headline, Tim. You need to fill in the blank. This was making news today. Here we go. Toronto rallies to save a kitten who was born without a what? Okay? Without a what?
I actually saw this headline.
Did you?
I was going to send it to you. Because I was perplexed at how the hell this worked.
Yeah.
This kitten was born without a butthole.
You, Tim, are
you
correct.
You didn't think I would get that one.
There's points for you right there.
They
really went all out.
They really went all out to save the cat born without a butthole.
I don't know what I want to deep dive more. Uncle Jesse's background or the cat without a butthole.
That's a risky Google, isn't it?
It is. It is. Tim, when I pass, I'm going to need you to delete my Google history, okay?
Yeah. So here's what I'm impressed with. Animal lovers.
Yeah.
Animal lovers. I got a dog. Norm's a good guy. He's a solid dog. But I'm not sure if I'm going to go to great lengths to save the cat without a butthole.
Cat without a
And
butthole.
some
I'm
people
sure.
are like, how do you?
Pull up the story.
Did they cut a butthole? Do you insert a plastic butthole?
You want to know what's funny? So I'm reading this story. It's from Blog TO. It's written by a young lady that I know, weirdly enough. So let me read you the story about the cat who was born without a butthole. This is nursery rhymes for 2021. Young kitten born with an incredibly rare birth defect may get a new lease on life thanks to the efforts of a Toronto rescue and cat lovers around the world. Dora, an adorable little tortoiseshell, recently came into the care of the Annex Cat Rescue at the tender age of just 8 weeks old. June 9th, Dora was brought to the vet because she was showing signs of severe constipation. Well, obviously, I think I've got that figured out.
I've had some severe constipation, but I definitely have a butthole.
Dora was diagnosed with an extremely rare birth defect, a imperforate anus. In other words, she was born without a butthole.
Did that take a doctor to figure that out, though?
Apparently.
Did that take a vet? You couldn't have saw that one yourself.
Oh my God. I don't mean to laugh because it's not fun. I don't want to see any animals hurt. They raised $6,500 for a complicated surgery to remove the painful and life-threatening amount of shit that was backed up. And they had to reroute the insides. They raised over $10,000 in just a few days. It has been difficult. She is on support right now, and Dora is fighting through it. She's fighting through it.
Thoughts and prayers to Dora. 100%.
If Dora would have got gas, she would have floated away. Just
what? I'm still impressed with. Yeah, I'm. The text. I just got people texting me right now. This is what's going on. I'm still impressed that it took like a veterinarian to figure out that it didn't have a butthole. Like you couldn't have just looked and saw, hey, this cat doesn't have a butthole.
Tim, how many times have I met your dog, Nora? How many times?
He was on your lap on Sunday.
And I've never looked. I just assume.
I think every animal you see now, you're now going to be looking.
You know what they say when you assume?
This dog got a butthole? Yeah, okay, good. All right, good. Okay, good. Whew. Next time you go to the shelter and you're looking for a dog, first question. A dog got a butthole? Yeah, okay.
You got any of those dogs, their buttholes?
Oh, man. You got any kittens without buttholes? No? Okay, good. Sweet. Glad you don't have any of those.
I hear they're expensive.
Oh, man. We're going to have, like, cat butthole loving. What? Is that a thing? Cat lovers are going to be.
I think that's a risky Google.
Cat lovers or cat butthole lovers? All right, next up. I got a text from my mom. That's it. Oh, there it is right there.
There, your mom's joining us here in the pod. But hold on, we can't talk about your mom with a butthole cat up there. I'm sorry. All right. Actually, Timmer, both of our moms have weighed in here. Okay, so Daisy's parents died in a car crash. A little background on the Dukes of Hazzard. Wow. Okay.
Is your mom weighing in on butthole cat?
No, she's just saying you can't make this shit up.
So, oh man.
Yeah. So
thanks for the family jumping in here today.
Yep, Terry's joining in. Of course, if you're listening and you're going, well, how do these people talk? We live on the show. You can join us on Facebook. Terry says, I saw that and thought butthole. Can't say anus. That's first thing that came to Terry's mind. JT was surprised that a butthole cost $10,000. Well, I guess we learned something. So if that ever comes up on Price is Right, you could be like,
and here's a cat butthole.
I've got it.
Wow.
I've got it. Yeah. Corey wants to know if OHIP covers that. And Denny, who is one of the owners over at Red Barn, has seen many animals without buttholes. So
there is is there going to be a petting zoo there or something? I think maybe thoughts of a petting zoo at Red Barn. I don't know. I might have just made that up. I will be looking for buttholes. Is that it for tonight? Are we done here? Hey man, is that rhinoceros got a butt? Yeah, okay, good. Whew. Okay, Good stuff.
That might be my funnest game. We might just pull this game out again. It'll be the exact same game. We may just play it again.
Oh man,
that's fun.
FYI, this beer is tasty as hell.
I can't even drink my beer right now.
This one right here, delicious.
Yes. I love Muskoka.
That's it. I love Muskoka.
I'm just gonna try to change the subject.
Kawartha Dairy Pale Ale Blueberry Treasure. That goes on the I recommend list. Tasty little sucker. I think we've done well here tonight, buddy.
We need to at least have one yes, otherwise we go down the butthole angle. So
we shut it down here, buddy. Okay, wait a second. We might have something hot coming on the text line here. I'm not sure. Nope, Darren Bear just says that's a delicious beer. We got things coming from all over here today. We are. I got nothing, dude. All right, if you're looking to buy or sell, Chris McLeod.
We started with goose shit. We end with cat buttholes.
I don't know. I did not see it coming.
No.
But I'm glad it ended that way. Chris McLeod, buy or sell right now. Nice little house on the north side. Check it out. Give Chris a call. Shauna over the health house.
We've lost all sponsorships, including me. We've just pulled. We're out.
Again, if you are looking to maybe tighten up your dad bod, give Shauna a call over at the health house, or just check out the website. She's probably busy, doesn't answer her phone. So go on the old Google machine, the health house, ck.com. And of course, Pakistan Super League, big game tomorrow is the Sultans of SWAT. Nope, Molten Sultans versus the Gweta Gladiators. You saw it here first. Check it out.
If you've watched live, we appreciate it on YouTube or on Facebook. If you've downloaded, great. We appreciate it. Great for cutting the grass. If you've watched it live and you want to listen to download, just Google, does that cat there have a butthole? And that's how you're going to find this episode, because that's how we've labeled it. So
that's what it's tagged as. Oh, that's beauty. Thanks, Patty.
That was good times. A little free ball in action here tonight on the pod. Back for episode number 10 next week. Make sure you join us right here. Cheers, Timmer.
See you, Cloudy.